Today I'm here in beautiful Gateway, Colorado to find out what Arctic Cat has in store for the 2014 Wildcat line. And let me tell you, it is big news. But before I tell you the biggest news, let's talk with Mark Esla from Arctic Cat about the all-new Wildcat X Limited.
Well, the all-new Wildcat X Limited is a really cool product for Arctic Cat. We took the Wildcat X that you all know with the 17 inches of front suspension travel, industry-leading 18 inches of rear travel, and then the X-powered engine, the painted panels, the tilt steering, electric power steering, the stuff you find on the X. And then we came out with the X Limited. What's the X Limited? We did a bunch of add-on features yet. What we've done is we've went to a Elka Stage 5 shock. We've went to a beadlock wheel with a new ITP Blackwater Evolution tire, a full molded one-piece roof, as well as the two-tone seats, and then full aluminum doors, as well as the front and rear bumpers you find on the X.
Now the Limited is not simply just a bunch of cool factory installed options. While they are cool looking and they are factory installed, ultimately all of the options included are functional at their core.
So why Arctic Cat did the X Limited package we've talked about is we wanted to bring more value to our customer. If our customers were going to go out and do the accessories retail that we've put on the X Limited package, it's going to run them roughly about $6,000. And you're going to get that full upgrade for about $2,000 versus an X.
The Wildcat has been an incredibly good brand for Arctic Cat, and up to this point, every Wildcat that we have tested has delivered on all fronts that it claims to. But there's one common thread between all of the Wildcats we've had to date, and that is they're all extremely wide.
There was a big market that we were missing, and our customers asked us for that, and that's riding on the trails like we have in Minnesota. We have more miles of trail in Minnesota than we have interstate miles, and then comes the Wildcat Trail that we're here to talk about today.
Polaris has had a complete monopoly on the 50-inch wide market to date, and when we go to places like Hatfield McCoy or Brimstone Recreation, quite literally, there's 10 50-inch wide razors for every other side-by-side that we see.
The trail market is a big deal for Arctic Cat. It's a big deal for the off-road enthusiast. And we define that trail market as being less than 50 inches as well as less than 1,000 pounds dry weight. So to capture that market, first and foremost, you got to be less than 50 inches wide and you got to be less than 1,000 pounds. But that's just the start of the whole product. Then you've got to have the best suspension, you've got to have industry-leading horsepower, you've got to have the superior ride and handling that Arctic Cat's known for, and then you have something.
The Wildcat Trail is Arctic Cat's answer to the 50-inch wide market, and it is chock full of new, innovative, best-in-class features that are going to make it very hard to ignore on the dealership floor, but also out on the trails.
The new Wildcat Trail has a lot of new features, and it has a lot of features you find on its big brother, the big Wildcat. The Wildcat, as you know it, is big on suspension, big on the ride-in feel. You feel part of the vehicle. We took that same culture and brought that down to the Wildcat Trail. So you sit lower in the vehicle, you have industry-leading suspension travel, 10 inches up front, 10.5 in the rear, coupled with a gas-charged Fox shock. As well as there's new tires developed with it to help that ride and handling with Carlisle. We've done that, as well as we developed an all-new inline twin engine with industry-leading horsepower of 60 plus. You take that and couple that with the team rapid response clutches you also find on the big Wildcat, you've got quite a complete package.
The power plant in the Wildcat Trail is a totally new, completely purpose-built 700cc parallel twin with a totally new and very compact transaxle. Now, while the displacement numbers at 700cc's are important to remember, what's more important is the 60 plus horsepower this baby's pumping out, and it is class leading. The Wildcat Trail is also going to be offered in an XT package, which features cool aluminum rims, color-matched seat and suspension components, as well as automotive-style paint. For 2014, the Wildcat has gone 50 inches, and after spending some time in the seat today, I have to tell you, this takes 50-inch wide riding to a whole new level.